Morning people, welcome back to F Politics. Do you know the worst kind of snitch? It's the snitch that also breaks the law themselves, but tells the authorities about other people who break the law so that they can get ahead. And that, in this case, is Robert Jenrick. He's the former housing minister who is actually most likely to take over from Kemi Badenoch as the leader of the Conservative Party. And this is what he was doing today.
Excuse me, do you think it's alright not to pay? Seriously, why do you go back through the barrier and pay? Do you want to go back and pay like everybody else? Do you think it's alright not to pay? Why don't you go back and pay? You can say off as much as you want, but everyone else has to pay. You're carrying a knife, do you say? Nearly 1 in 25 people using London's public transport aren't paying for it. So there's 8 officers down there, but 1 minute away, that gate's wide open. It's also just annoying watching so many people break the law and get away with it. Excuse me, gents.
Hello.
You're on camera, mate. You're banged to rights.
Just step to the side and...
All right, thanks very much, guys. It's the same with bike theft, phone theft, tool theft, shoplifting, drugs in town centres, weird Turkish barber shops. It's all chipping away at society. The state needs to reassert itself and go after lawbreakers.
The Americans would call that hall monitor final boss. We would call that a stuffed up prefect who's angling for a head boy who's more insecure than a Fox River prison. But he's worse than a snitch. He's a weasel, because you would think that somebody who was appearing to be that insistent on everybody following the law would follow the law themselves. But this is Robert Jenrick, somebody who has admitted to effectively being a corrupt politician. In 2020, it was revealed that Robert Jenrick, as housing minister, went to a Tory fundraising dinner and sat next to one of their billionaire donors, Richard Desmond, the owner of the Daily Express. During the dinner, Richard Desmond lobbied Robert Jenrick, pushing him to rush ahead the approval of Richard Desmond's housing project so that he wouldn't have to pay the levy to the council. We're talking about £45 million that would have gone to Tower Hamlets Council, the poorest borough in London. After the dinner, Robert Jenrick and the donor continued to text each other, with the donor telling Desmond, "We need to make sure we don't give the Marxists lots of dough for nothing." Robert Jenrick got the project approved, and then just 2 weeks later, Desmond paid the Conservative Party £12,000. That political corruption is as clear as day, and it involves taking £45 million from some of the poorest people in the country and giving it to a billionaire. Now, after trying to help a billionaire avoid paying millions of pounds unlawfully, this effectively criminal reverse Robin Hood is now today badgering working class people for not paying their £3 train tickets during a cost of living crisis.
The state needs to reassert itself and go after lawbreakers.
And do you know what makes it especially fun for me to watch? It's because what he's doing to those working class people in London, I've done to him, and he didn't like it very much.
Morning, sir. Do you think we need more accountability in terms of how money is spent in government?
Femi, I don't want to talk to you if that's okay. But thanks very much.
A few years ago, you unlawfully tried to help a Tory donor get away with...
That's not true. As you know, Femi, that's not true.
£45 million.
You said a number of things about me which are wrong
£45 million
and defamatory, so I think it's probably better if you
£45 million.
None of that's correct, Femi. I don't want to have any
more
dealings with you, to be perfectly honest.
You admitted that your actions were unlawful, did you not? You admitted your actions were unlawful? Is that correct?
Femi, I've said all I need to say to you. Thanks.
Did you?
If you could leave me alone, thanks.
I mean, we're talking about public money. Defrauding the country of £45 million feels like a pretty serious thing to do.
I think we're all fed up with your lies. So if you could
Really?
Like I said, this is the worst kind of snitch. I'm Femi. Make sure you follow F Politics so politics doesn't F you. Have a great week.